This is the first young adult book that I'm reviewing, which is what most of the book channels on YouTube do, so I'm really excited to be on the bandwagon. Anyway, for those of you who have read Before I Die already, this is by the same author, Jenny Downham. It's called You Against Me, and it's such a good book. To be honest though, if you've read Before I Die, I don't think you'd really enjoy it as much as you would if you haven't at all. Just looking on the internet, it seems that a lot of people did kind of go into the book expecting it to be just as excellent, just as moving, just as emotional, and then were a little disappointed. It just seems that lightning didn't strike twice in this case, but that doesn't take away from the fact that it is still a very good book. The plot revolves around these four characters: Ellie, Tom, Mikey, and Karen. Now, Ellie and Tom are brother and sister, and Mikey and Karen are brother and sister. We meet Karen when she's in a really bad state, like she won't leave the house, she's rarely happy at all, and this is because she's saying that Tom raped her. Mikey is obviously on his sister's side, and when he goes to find out more about Tom and with the aim to beat him up, he ends up meeting Tom's sister, Ellie. Mikey knows who Ellie is, and he kind of tries to use her to find out more about Tom and to see if she can give him any kind of information as to what happened that night. But as he's doing this, he finds himself becoming really attracted towards Ellie, and Ellie finds this feeling mutual. But Ellie has no idea who Mikey is. And of course, like Mikey, Ellie is on her brother's side, and her family believes that Karen was just regretting a drunken night, or that she might be making the thing up, because Karen and Mikey come from a poorer background. They live in an estate, whereas Tom and his sister Ellie live in this big house in the rich part of town. This book doesn't just show us someone in the wrong and why they're wrong and tell us that they shouldn't have done what they did, but rather it gives us an insight into both Karen and Tom and their families and their attitudes and their beliefs. It shows us their problems and what people do in desperate situations. This is a star-crossed romance novel, and the relationship with Ellie and Mikey makes it difficult for them to defend their families, and it starts to make them wonder with whom their allegiance really lies in this case. Because I'm reviewing this completely separately and trying not to compare it to Before I Die, I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5. But if I was comparing it to that book, I probably would give it maybe 2.5 or 3 out of 5. I recommend this book to anyone who likes young adult novels, to anyone who likes kind of angsty stuff or romantic stuff even. I quite like this book, and although it isn't as good as Before I Die, I do think it totally deserves to stand out by itself.